Cool, right, so today these are the 4 heads that we've got for Lee to try. Running through the order, we've got Dynapower, which is new to the brand this year. This club is designed to get the ball up in the air and to go a long way. So you've got some power holes in the bottom here that allow for face flexion. You've also got AI technology in the face. It's got variable thickness, again designed to keep the ball speed as high as possible, no matter where the strike location is across there. Moving down, you've got D9 Forge. This is in its 2nd year. This is a cast head with a forged face. So again, it's designed for a bit more distance, but you're starting to get that feel of a player's iron. And then moving into the 2 tour options, we've got the CB head. Heel to toe, it's a little bit short on the blade length. This is the most used iron that Wilson have on the European Tour and PGA Tour. Tungsten weight in the toe there, just to help get the ball up in the air. And then moving through to the staff model blade, very clean looking, not much going on here. Again, looks a little bit bigger than the CB head, so can be a bit more forgiving. Nice thin top line, sits very nicely behind the ball. We'll get you to hit your own one. Yep. So we'll get some initial data from your one. I'll build something similar in what we do, and then we'll see how that compares, and then we'll just start to play around, identify what needs to be improved, and then improve it, hopefully.
Okay, I do.
So let's hit 4 or 5 of your own one.
Yeah.
You said yours are 2 flat, right?
2 flat, ½ an inch long, yeah.
Okay. What's the shot you'd like to see of your irons?
It used to be a draw, but I'm starting to try and get a fade, which is sometimes why the little hosel can get involved a little bit. I was very into out with a closed club face, and then I had a lesson with Dan and working on squaring that a little bit more, but sometimes I can just forget to rotate and let the...
And then what's the bad shot then?
The bad shot at the moment is probably a snap up, really, because that's, I'll sort of get to here and then I'll just do that.
How would you describe your typical ball flight? Would you describe quite high, medium or low?
Quite a high ball flight.
Okay.
Sort of.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I do, really. I've always been quite high in everything. Driver, I've noticed since I've got in the Wilson, it's definitely come down a lot. The ping I had was that you could take a break before it landed, but the Wilson's definitely come in a little bit lower. So I like a lower ball flight with the driver, but I definitely like a higher ball flight when it comes to an iron. So straight to a fade is what I like.
And how far would you typically hit your 7-iron or carry distance on your 7-iron?
Between 160 and 165 is where I'm at.
So that last one was 163, so at least we know.
Yeah, that's about right for a 7.
Yeah, so that's giving you an average. Even if I take out the first one, or I could leave it in. It's not going to make it a lot different. I'll take that one out. It's giving you ball speed of 115, height 30, carry 158, spin at 6.5. It's not too bad off a mat, to be honest. It's pretty. So what I've done is I've built you up 7-iron. I've put it into 2 flat to keep it the same as what you said yours are, and I've put you in the 120 X100, which is as close as we can do to start with.
It's probably a bad shot, but it's slappy.
Does it feel short?
Feels a little bit short for me, to be honest.
And you can see that just because the ball speed number drops off, but you've been averaging like just under 120, and that was at 111. I did the same here, took that one out as well, so it's comparable. Yeah. Ball speed's identical. Launch angle is 0.9 of a degree in it. Spin rate 200 reps. Ours is going 3 hours longer than the Srixon. It's virtually the same, but typically you've got when your Srixon irons are forged head. Yeah, this is a forged head. There's not an awful lot of technology in the forged head, so therefore distance gained and lost shouldn't be drastic. It should be fairly similar. It's all about the feel. That's probably more important for you.
Yeah, no, I do like
certainly with a club like that. If we're looking at something different, it'd be different.
Yeah, no, I like the way it feels. It's definitely it feels very similar. Yeah, which is what I like. And I'll be honest, when I look down at it, I don't see a great deal of difference, which is so it kind of looks familiar.
Yeah. Like I said, there's not a lot of technology going across in any forged blade nowadays. It's all pretty similar stuff. Let's see if you're quite happy with the shaft and the length and the weight, etc. Let's try the CB head just to see how that feels, because that should feel quite a bit different, because there's a little bit more help in that than what there was in the blade.
Yeah.
But at least now you've found something that you quite like the feel of. So let's see if we can.
Dan thinks I should go in the launch pads.
It's funny, I did just put those away. I can get them back out. It's smaller.
That's interesting.
Yeah, which you think the other way around, right?
Yeah.
CB more help that's bigger.
So actually, I looked
CB
down.
head heel to toe is shorter in length.
So I look down at that now and I think, oh, don't like that. Oh, different noise. Certainly higher, 100%.
Much higher.
So I think the reason I went X was try and get a little bit lower launch, a bit lower spin, because I can be quite spinning.
Yeah, but it's interesting, your swing speed with the blade in that shaft was slower than what it is with the CB, so it's
Strange, isn't it?
it's interesting. Interesting.
That's a shot.
So where are you at?
Where am I at? I think we're in the 130X, aren't we?
We're in 130X, ½ inch longer, full blade. Full blade.
Full LP.
Okay, and numbers wise, I mean, why are we going full blade?
So, comparing it back to what we had at the start. So your Shrixon iron was giving us 117 ball speed, 6,500 revs of spin, carrying 160. We've tried a few options, and the best way that we can kind of improve that, we've got ball speed up, we've got up to 118. We've got spin down a touch, because we know that bad shot is ballooning a little bit, so spins down to 5.7, and we've managed to also increase our carry distance by 5 yards. So we've gained a bit more distance with a bit less spin and more ball speed. So pretty.
That's why we've gone to that one.
That's why we've gone for that one.
Comfortable with the 4-iron?
So soon find out. I think I'll be more comfortable with the bladed 4-iron than the CB, purely on looks, because say the blade length is different. I didn't come in here planning on going full blade, but I think the blade length is the kicker, the same as it was why I went in the Srixon blades, because it's longer than certainly something like your Titleist MBs, which are they even a golf club?
Okay, so first three, you've got ball speed, swing speed, sorry, coming out at 106. So first thing, we definitely need to change that. Other than that, it's not miles away. So
No,
typically, the window I'd always look for is somewhere between 10 and 15 degrees of launch, depending on the spin rate. Your spin rate's at 2.2, so you're at 11 degrees. I mean, that's pretty golden, to be fair.
Yeah. I'd say once I get going, I'm probably around 110 now.
Yeah.
As a gaming swing speed.
Yeah, for me that'd still be X.
Got other days where I could get over 120 done.
Yeah. What's the reason for you liking that shaft? Just because you hit it right?
No real reason, it's just that's the one I came in, and I quite enjoyed hitting the club, so. But I say in my ping it's this one, if this is a 6.5 yeah. Although I think I've got the 70 gram from the ping. Not really been used. Yeah, that's the shot shape I like. Can definitely manage that.
How's he getting on?
So launch has come down, spins popped up. So
what have you done?
distance wise, all we've done is same shaft, same hazardous black smoke shaft, just strengthened it. So he's in a 6.5 rather than a 6. So, but distance he's gained slightly 2 yards, same height, but he's got there by launch it lower, spin it more. So I'm not sure it's not dangerous, but we're going to try something to try and go the other way. So this one popping now is the Aventa 6X. I've got a couple of shafts that have been tipped, so to try and strengthen it a little bit. So we're going to try that just to see if we can get that launch to pop up and the spin to pop up.
Well, you look like Rory McIlroy now.
Tipped shafts.
Tip shafts and ventuses and
we're very similar in what we do, really.
Very similar.
You know, he can throw his toys out his ham a bit. I can carry it 349. You know, it's just very similar. Oh no, there's a 2 in front of mine and we're not 3. Oh, yes.
Tip 1 inch.
Yes.
That is perfect.
I don't know it anymore.
Uncle, that's carried 270.
Yeah.
That is 20 yards of gain.
Yeah. I don't do it anymore because it'll disappoint me if I don't hit that shot again. I think as soon as I hit that, I was like, that's the best shot I've hit with this driver.
What's interesting is the shot that you hit before, the ball speed's only gone up by 2 miles an hour. So you've gained 2 miles an hour quicker off the club face, but because you adjusted the spin rate drop, that's where you've gained, well, 22 yards.
We'll stick with that,
always say the best to last.
There we go. Let's stick with that then. And
that's just Ventus 6X, tip 1 inch.
Yeah. I like that. As soon as I hit it, it fell. You could hear me probably.
Yeah.
It was
you can scroll through all those numbers. I don't think you'll struggle to beat what you just did there with that.
No, there's nothing else.
Really good.
There's nothing else out there at 270, is there?
Not when all the other ones you've been hitting at like 252, 254. You got one at 262 when we first changed to an X.
Yeah.
But it's the spin rate.
It's great launch angles, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's that one. Perfect. That one. Oh,
good.
I'm not in it better than that. For me, when it comes to fairway wood, it's all about how it sits. You know, you can get some that have got really deep faces, and like it. That's why I went into the pin, because it's a flat bottom, flat face. And I get the same.
So obviously, the big drive when they brought the driver out is to get drivers in play. You can sneaky how many of the tall pros have put a 3-wood in play, like first. Like Kisner put it in straight away. He says it's one of the best threes I've ever had. He said through the turf it's way better than his Callaway.
Yeah, it's definitely flatter here. I don't like it when it can round out.
Yeah, it's very easy to get it, you know, get it up, get it launching.
Yeah, that's probably as good as I've got with the 3-wood that last shot round. Yeah,
that's pretty good as well. Smart that one.
It's the shot shape I like though. Sounds good, feels good.
Perfect.
Yeah, love it. Love that. It's a bit spinny, but that's probably more shaft, isn't
That's
it?
what I was just about to say, but I think if you tip it, I think that will keep it off as well. I think I would just keep it, I would get that shaft in the that's what I would do.
Yeah, no, I agree.
5860, we do standard grind and then we do tall grind. So the tall grind has got like a dual sole, so it sits a little bit neater to the ground.
Yeah.
And then in the 5660, we've also got the high toe option. So obviously,
how does that sit when you open it up? Does it?
So if you open, that's the tall grind, and then
that's not a lot of difference really.
And then that's the standard. So if you kind of do all three, there's not a lot in it.
No.
But
because I like the idea of this, and it's actually quite. I like the idea of that, but I like the idea of that. But I think.
So the option could be then, if that's the way you. So did you say what lofts did you say? Sorry.
I've currently got 50, 54, 58.
Okay.
And I think what's your pitching wedge? 50, 46. So it would be 50, 54, 58 again then.
Yeah. If you get yeah.
What's your bunker club, Lee?
58.
If it was like just me jumping in, I'd go for your standard 50, 54, and then the high toe in your 58.
Yeah.
Because that just gives you that little bit more. It's a get out of jail club, isn't it? The high toe. With that, the grooves right the way across the edge there. Because if you're opening the face, that's the idea of it.
That's what it's designed to do.
Yeah.
So you cut across it, it's keeping the grooves on the golf ball longer.
Yeah. I think that's how you blend it from there.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's not offensive either, this high toe. You know, remember the Mac Daddy?
Yeah.
It's like an offensive high toe.
Yeah, that's a good looking wedge.
Yeah.
And then I would marry your bouncing as what you've pretty much got.
It's just,
mess
I
about
just
with
like
it too much.
standard 10 bounce because we play such a variety of golf courses,
Yeah.
it's kind of like something that sits in the middle.
Flick it off the hard pan, Lee.
And then so you said 54 and 60, you're happy with just the wedge flex? The shaft that's in them now, which is the one...
no, 50, can we put the
I've got that in the 50.
54 and 60, just normal wedge flex.
Final order, we've got them in driver, the Dynapower Carbon 9 degree, Venta 6X, tipped 1 inch, standard length, and then your MCC plus 4 line grip on. Fairway wood, Dynapower 3 wood. Everything else is the same shaft, same grip, same length. Hybrid, Dynapower 3 hybrid, again, keeping it all the same, keeping it all blended in. We've added in the additional driving iron at 21 degrees. That's going to have the KBS hybrid shaft in an X. We could tip that 1 inch as well. The irons are the Staff Model Blade, a 40 pitching wedge, C-taper, ½ inch longer, 2 degrees flat with your MCC plus 4 line grip. And then the wedges, we've got a standard grind in a 50 degree, tall grind in a 54 degree, and a high toe in a 60 degree. All of those are 2 flat, all of those are ½ inch longer. The 50 degrees got your iron shaft in a C-taper 130X, and the other 2 will just have the wedge shaft in, again with your grip.
Yeah.
And then the putter, 35 inch putter. And then we're going to send you both of the balls so you can give those a try. I think you'll probably end up in Staff Model, but I want you to try them both anyway, just because it's a quite individual thing and you never know.
Happy days.
So
Perfect.
hopefully it's all done.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Dan. Thank you.
No problem at all.